Remember those comfort corners at universities that were set up to help students cope with Trump's win the first time around? The passing out of hot cocoa and blankets over the screams of feminists and unemployed campus radicals. Well, despite a sound rejection of wokeism and the babying of our society by the mother state liberal elite at the ballot box, our high-browed universities are at it again. At Virginia Tech, several professors in the wake of President Trump's election canceled class to personally recover and allow the students to take several, quote, mental health days. Yes, our tax-paying dollars give these self-important professors a fat salary and they can't bother to show up for work. Maybe that's a good thing. More offensively, they can't bother to show the next generation of leaders that this is an acceptable way to cope. At Georgetown, and even Harvard, yes, I hate to say it, my alma mater, they're offering snacks like milk and cookies and a Lego station. Our forefathers stormed the beaches of Normandy, but today's college kids can't even brave their own campus quads. Yes, it wasn't just Kamala that lost this election, but wokeism itself, and that's the amazing news. Clearly, it is trying to remain alive within these little petri dishes for poltroons that we call universities, but how can we turn our mandate into a vehicle to save those kids from the conniving coddle culture? Is it possible? Joining us now, Rob Bluey, President and Executive Editor of Daily Signal. Rob, what say you?
Chanel, you got it exactly right talking about those petri dishes. These universities are elite bubbles that exist all over the country, and frankly, they are completely out of touch with the rest of America. And I think that this election has proven that the American people will speak up and stand up for what's right and the common sense values that we believe in as American citizens. Too often, these professors are in a position where they're influencing young minds, they're shaping the next generation, and I think that the American people have frankly had enough of it. And so this is why you're going to see some big changes. I think that Donald Trump, he's already made some big promises when it comes to eliminating the Department of Education. One of the best things that he could do is start to impose some reforms on these institutions that receive federal tax dollars. This cannot go on.
No, it can't. But while it is happening, you guys at the Daily Signal, I read, you reached out to Virginia Tech asking on behalf of the students there if the students would receive a refund since the professors did not show up. Did they respond to you guys?
No, not surprisingly. Virginia Tech, like so many other college campuses, is completely invested in this woke, elitist perspective. In fact, the Heritage Foundation, which rates college campuses, gave Virginia Tech one of the lowest ratings in the Commonwealth of Virginia, I think exactly because of reasons like this. And so, no, I don't expect colleges to change on their own. I think that it will require some pressure from outside forces to do so. I mean, you could take it from any number of directions. I mean, Virginia Tech just being one example of a school that is funded, it's a state school, so I mean, it's funded by the Commonwealth of Virginia, but also receives federal tax dollars.
Right.
So, I mean, everything from looking at accreditation and tenure to, how they charge tuition, and the fact that these students are left with mountains of debt when they graduate and are facing, significant student loan hurdles for the rest of their lives. I mean, this is not sustainable. And I think you need a reforming president like Donald Trump to come in there, appoint somebody to the Department of Education who's seriously going to make some changes to how these campuses operate. In the short term, yes, I do suspect that places like Virginia Tech and Harvard and Georgetown will go through their periods of depression and mourning, and they'll cancel classes and they'll give students cookies. But at the end of the day, that's a short-term thing. They will eventually regroup, and they'll be radicalizing students in the future in the years to come.
Well, that said, though, these are our future generations, and they're here at these elite colleges and across the country.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.